waits for no man and ain't got time to shake your hand. Get that style check, put it in pockets like it's back. Going down.
What's up, everybody? It's Deltool here, and today's video is going to be Black Ops 2 IDKGP. I just know it's going to be Black Ops 2 because that's all I have recorded for right now. I want to talk about a few things this video. One of them is like buying new things, because obviously the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus came out over the weekend, and it's new, right? Like, but it's the same phone, right? Like, obviously 6 Plus is a little bit bigger. I don't know what they have on them. I don't know like what's new about them, but I know that like people upgrade from like the 5 to the 5S or something like that, from the 4 to the 4S. They just upgrade their phone like all the time, and I don't really get it. Like, you just spent like $300, $400 on a phone, and then a little while later they come out with the same exact phone, just a little bit faster or something, and you're gonna spend a little bit more money on that. Like, you already have a working phone that does everything this other phone does except for like 2 things. Do you really need those 2 things in the same year that you just bought your, in like the same year's time, like 365 days that you just bought your last that you just bought your most recent phone? And obviously it goes like iPhone 5, iPhone 5S, then the iPhone 6, which comes out. I don't know how long the difference between the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 6 is, but that's so crazy to me. Like, just that's one of the things that like I can't think of. Like, obviously I upgrade some things. Like I upgrade my TV once it gets outdated. Like, I'm not gonna upgrade to like a 4K or anything, but I upgraded to a HD TV like once the box TVs or whatever, the cube TVs, got outdated, right? So like I'm gonna upgrade stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna upgrade my Xbox from an Xbox to an Xbox 360. Upgrade my GameCube to a Wii. I never got the PS3, so I can't say my PS2 to the PS3. But I'm going to upgrade my Xbox 360 to my Xbox One. But that's like something that comes out every 5 years, every 6 years, every 7 years, every 10 years, every whatever amount of years, right? So that's something that you could upgrade and spend $500 on for once, and then you don't have to spend $500 on it the next year or the year after that just to keep having the newest one, right? Because they don't make a console every single year. They make a phone every single dang year. And also with the PC people, like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, PC sucks, blah blah blah, but PC people always, like, my friends always talk to me and say like, oh dude, that's like Xbox 360 is like 10 years behind. Like, we have so much, we've made like 17,000 graphics cards since the Xbox 360 came out, which isn't true, not 17,000, but they've made a lot. Like, there's at least been one a year from like each company, right? So if they're putting out graphics cards every year, and then someone's like, oh, I gotta get this newest graphics card so my gameplay, my Battlefield could look the best, and then they get it, and then next year it's like, oh dude, look at that graphics card, it's gonna make my Battlefield look the best. And it's like, dude, just maybe if you got the new graphics card, waited like 3 or 4 years, and got another new graphics card, you would still be doing good. Like, you don't have to spend all your money on something that you really think will make it better or easier for you or whatever. You could just spend money on, well, not that. You don't need to spend all your money on something that does like almost the exact same thing as the previous item. Like the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, they don't do exactly the same thing. Obviously the Xbox One is like way more powerful than the Xbox 360. And I know the Xbox One and the PS4, they aren't as powerful as some of the as a lot of the PC builds you can make. But what I'm saying is, you want to upgrade. You don't want to just get like a tiny upgrade. You want to get like a big upgrade. So why are you gonna just purchase something that's like not 2 times better, like 0.5 times better than your previous item, right? Like an iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. Like, the iPhone 5S is like 0.5 times better than the iPhone 5. The iPhone 6, obviously the 6 Plus has a bigger screen, right? So people are gonna want that. People are gonna want to have a bigger screen. Everybody complained about it with like how the Androids and all the other touchscreen phones that were coming out had like 6-inch screens, or I don't know, like bigger screens. So I don't know how big the screens are, but they're bigger. So everybody was complaining about that. Apple finally stepped up and said, well, I guess if this will give us some more customers, because people already like our products, I guess if this will give us more customers, then why not do it? So they made the screen bigger for the iPhone 6 Plus, and they even have like freaking, I think the iPhone 6 Plus for the 128 gigabytes or whatever is like $1,100 or something like that. That is freaking crazy. Like, imagine if you just bought the iPhone 5S like 365 days ago or however long ago it came out, and then the iPhone 6 Plus comes out, and you're like, "Oh, dude, I need that, and I need the one that costs the most." I don't know how much the iPhone 5S is, but that's over $1,400 easily that you spent in 1 year on a phone. And if you think about it, that's pretty ridiculous. You could buy a phone that does almost the exact same thing, or like an Android or something, a cheap Android that's like a phone that you could just get like a prepaid card for or whatever from Walmart, and it does almost the exact same thing. It's obviously it's not an iPhone, but it's an Android or whatever, and it does almost the exact same thing. It has like multiple options that you could change for your menus and everything, and like the interface was easier to handle than Apple's for me with my Android that I got from Walmart. And so you could get something that's like touchscreen, fast, blah blah, like almost the exact same thing, has great service from Walmart for like $70 right now, $60, and it does like almost all the stuff that they do for this $600, $300, $1,000 phone that people are freaking out about. And so it's just weird to me, like how people like to upgrade like that. Like, whoa, dude, look at, I gotta get the newest thing. I gotta get it. Like, you have brand new shoes, and then they come out with newer shoes that have one little dot different, and it's like, oh yeah, you want to upgrade to the new Jordans? They have one dot different. Like, people are crazy. Like, there's Jordans that have a PS4 HDMI cable or whatever that plug into them. I don't know if it does anything, but people want to buy that for like $900. Are you serious? It doesn't do anything. Like, it's like you're gonna freaking have the HDMI cable plugged into the back of both of your Jordans and walk like you're in a jail sentence. Like, your freaking feet are stuck together, dude. Like, what is it gonna do? People are just gonna run up and jack you. First of all, that's the one thing I don't like about Jordans, is that they do these things that are super limited, like 10 shoes, and then the 10 people buy them. Then somebody finds out who has those shoes, and they'll try to rob them. They'll shoot them for their shoes or whatever. That's why you don't hear about it as much anymore, I guess. But I remember hearing about people getting shot over Jordans and stuff. And I think it was probably last time that a rare Jordan's shoe came out. I don't know which one it was, but somebody got shot over it or something like that. But yeah, it's sad to me to see people upgrade like that. I guess if they have the money to spend, they'll spend it on stuff, but you could do something better with that money. Like, you could help out somebody with that money, buy something you actually need with that money, like save it for something for a day when you actually might need money, like put it in your savings account or something, like, just so that way when you actually, like, if you actually ran out of money or something, if you actually lost your job or something, you'd be able to pull something out of there, then maybe buy the newest Jordans. Then, like, oh dude, I have a job, okay, I just bought the new Jordans. Like, just play it off because you don't want to be embarrassed that you got fired or whatever. But yeah, it doesn't, I don't know, I'm gonna keep saying it doesn't make sense to me. That's like saying every single time, well, I guess I upgrade other things too, like Call of Duty I upgrade. Obviously, it's a better game every year though. Except for Ghost. Ghost wasn't a better game. I mean, that's all I can say about that, right? But in the end, it's like kind of dumb to upgrade on small things like that. That's not having that much changes, and it's from year to year. Like, if I would upgrade from like the iPhone 5 to the iPhone 7, or I would upgrade from like the iPhone 5 to the iPhone 7s or something like that. I wouldn't upgrade from the iPhone 5 to the iPhone 5s to the iPhone 6, and then wait, I want the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus though. Let me get the iPhone 6 Plus also. And I wouldn't, like, some people do that. They got the iPhone 2, the iPhone 3G or whatever, the iPhone 4, the iPhone 5, or the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 5S, the iPhone 6, or 6 Plus, because obviously you don't need to upgrade from those ones because those ones are both new. But it's just crazy to me to see how people are spending money on like the same item year after year, and then like it's only minimal upgrades every single time, and they complain like, well, how come it doesn't have this, blah blah. Then the next one has it, and they're like, oh, the iPhone 6 Plus S has this, so I'm gonna get that. I just complained about that last month when the iPhone 6 Plus came out, and now they gave us the 6 Plus S with it. Great, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on it. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you understand why I rant about some things like this. And leave a like if you enjoyed. Dislike if you didn't. Comment down below telling me how you felt about this video. Click the annotation to the left to see my previous video, and the one below to see my second channel. And I'll see you next time.